Welcome back. Today we have, what if Deku had voice manipulation quirk? He was hated by his family for being born quirkless and becomes a vigilante. This is part 1. This one's going to be a long one, probably 5 to 6 parts, so stay tuned. And comment down below if you want the next part of this. Shout out to Chimera_Agarian for this awesome story. And let's start this ride. Aizawa, listen up. I don't want to hear anyone saying anything right now. You will be all judged the moment you step into this facility. So prepare yourself. Ida, you have seen past through that. I am impressed. You are clearly suitable to be a hero. Me thanks. Now where is Hawks? We need him here too. Me. Aizawa-sensei? Aizawa. What is it, Izuku? Me, where is Hawks? Hitoshi, no one needs that burbrain anyways. Me. Yes, we do, and you know that. But Kugo, he's fucking right. We don't need that bird. In the next moment, both of them were lifted up into the air by 2 large red feathers and turning them upside down. Another small feather was at my side and slightly began tingling me around my neck. Me, Hawks. He was sitting on the roof of our bus. Hawks, feathers. Looks like you got your angelic voice completely back. Me, yep. Aizawa, Hawks. Let my students down immediately. Hawks, just a couple more minutes. Aizawa now. Hawks, art. Fine. With that, he left them down and landed on right next to me. I then took him by the arm and nodded to Hitoshi to let him know that everything was all right, and I had a wage feeling that he already knew what I was about to do. So I took him and went away from everyone until I was sure that they couldn't hear us. Soon after I did that, Aizawa came to us. Aizawa. Sai, as I was saying, we will be judging every single of your choices the moment you enter. So be prepared. Hawks, whispering, what is he talking about? Huh, oh, he doesn't know. Didn't I tell him? Me. Whispering, some real villains are waiting for us inside the USJ building. Hawks, whispering, no biggie. Me. Whispering, we were talking about 500. Hawks, what? Me, yep. Hawks, you kidding me? Me, nope, I don't nugget. Hawks, how? Aizawa. Yeah. Izuku, tell him how. Not the best timing to be like that, Dadzawa. I get it. You were mad at me, but you were supposed to back me up. You were my caterpillar as a father, my Dadzawa, for God's sake. Don't work against me. Not in this kind of situation. Me. It is kind of my fault. Aizawa. Kinda? Me, okay, it is my fault. Hawks, huh? Me. You know the group you were ordered to spy and have a look on? Hawks. Yeah. Wait, how do you know that? Me. Why do people always ask me that? Don't you guys know by now that I know stuff cause reasons? Hawks, fair enough. Aizawa. I'm not satisfied with that, but for now I will let this pass. Me. So basically they're calling themselves LOV Short League of Villains. Hawks. Someone played too much League of Legends. Me. That is very possible. Hawks. Wait, do you know them personally? Me. Yes, and I was about to say that. Hawks. What the fuck is Izuku? Me, chill. Hawks, how? Me. I heard about them and located them and infiltrated them. Yep, that's a good short summary of how I got in. Well, they don't know my name or how I look. Hawks, what's your name? Me, huh? Hawks. Your villain name? Me, Syrian. Aizawa. Of course you would take the name of a water dragon. First a siren, and now a dragon. Me, yep. Aizawa. What quirk did you tell them you have? Me. Dragon scream. I told them that I could paralyze and make my opponent feel phantom pain. Aizawa. Out of every ability your quirk lets you do, you decided to go with that. Me, yes. It sounded villainous. Aizawa. Sai, problem child. Me, anyways, they will attack us, and I plan the attack. Hawks. Why didn't you tell me that sooner? I could have helped you. Aizawa. You are not serious right now. Please tell me you were joking. Hawks. Okay. I am joking. Aizawa. You don't mean that, do you? Hawks, no. Me, oh look, it's time for us to get going. Aizawa. I will inform Nezu and Zashi about this, if we survive, that is. Me. I am not scared of them, so go ahead. Aizawa. And of course Chio too. Me, okay, now I am scared. With that, we returned to the class, and we went inside the building right to 13. The chaos would start any minute now, and I didn't know what was about to happen at all since All Might wasn't here. Did I like the situation? No, but I needed to wing it. Here we go. USJ. Plans? Who needs that? I prepared myself mentally for what was about to come, and the moment we stepped into the USJ, building, a chill went down my spine. This is not good at all. I would send Lucifer to get All Might if not for the fact that I need him myself. Where the heck is he? There is nothing we can do now. I will need to deal with the LOV's wrath. Me, Toshi, Kakin, Shoto, get ready. Hitoshi plus Kakin plus Shoto. Yes, me. Hawks. Get up in the air as soon as possible. Hawks, gotcha. If we are going down, then not, without a decent fight. With that, he immediately took off from beside me. We then went towards 13, and as we did, The ominous feeling I had begun to grow. It will happen very soon. Me, Lucifer? You ready for this? Lucifer. MEW 13. A welcome to USJ. Izawa. Why is your call so high alert? Izawa. If you knew what I do, you would be too. Now everyone get ready. Class 1A? Yes, Sensei. 13. There is absolutely no nay. Ah, finally, I immediately recognized that voice that was Shigaraki's. It has began. Kaminari. Oh cool, they even have fake villains. Hawks. They are not fake. Kirishima. What do you mean they are not fake? Izawa. Get ready and don't leave the group. Where is All Might? Bakugo. Why do you fucking care? Me, whispering Kakin. I really love you as a brother, but you are so fucking stupid sometimes. Bakugo. What did you say, nerd? Hitoshi. Did you just call my green fluffball a nerd? Wait. I'm not your fluffball. If anything, you are mine. Do I look like a fluffball to you? Yamago Siren. I don't have fur. Misai. Izawa. Enough. Shiggy. Kirigiri now. Me, Lucifer. Lucifer managed to transport me home just in the nick of time. The moment I was home, I used my quirk to stop the time. I would have loved to use Lucifer to teleport me while I used my quirk this aspect specifically, but this was not possible. When I stopped the time, no one beside me was able to move around. So I quickly changed my outfit, removed my quirk's effect, and he teleported me back in. This all took only about 1 minute. The same time it took for Kirigiri to disperse every single one of my class. I then quickly made sure that the hero couldn't call for backup and only left one specific escape route. Hitoshi and Bakugo both knew about this route. Their assignment was to get Ida to run out of the building through that exact route and get help. Once that was done, I came out of my hiding place and went to the LOV's leader, Shigaraki. Shigaraki. Syrian, you said All Might would be here. Me. He was supposed to be here. We were talking together, not even caring that someone would be listening to our conversation. Izawa. How long till he gets here? 13. He should be here in about 10 minutes. I knew exactly who they were talking about. All Might was only late, and thank good 13 knew when he was about to come. Me. Did you hear what they just said? Shiggy, yes. Me. He will be here soon. All we have to do is stall for time. Shiggy. This is the perfect opportunity to test the new batch of Nomu out. Me. Wouldn't it be too eerily to bring him out? Shiggy. Alright, you still haven't seen them. Them? Shiggy. No one could kill that thing, they were especially made for this attack. Me. How about Hawks? Shiggy. We have a special Nomu for him too. That doesn't sound good at all. Why didn't I know about this? With that, Kirigiri opened a portal beside me, and 2 creatures came out. They didn't look the least bit like the Nomus they showed me. Shiggy. Syrian, let me introduce to our newest Nomu. We call him Wrath. I got very inspired about your dragon alias, and he is the result. That thing was a human. No, I can feel his animal aura. This was once a predator. He still is one. Shiggy. And these are the others especially made for Hawks. I'm not sure if he can beat one of these. And why do I not know about 4 of them? The plan was to have one of them here, not 4. Shiggy. These are only lower ranks, the higher big boss is still there too. Me. Let me guess the best for the last when he shows up. Shiggy, exactly. Shiggy attack. With that, every single one of them began running straight at a hero. Wrath was going against Izawa, and I immediately knew that that thing was about to kill him if I don't do anything. Me, whispering Lucifer. I felt my cat disappear. I didn't know that he could teleport himself away from a person while touching him. I have the feeling that this cat can do a lot more. Lucifer successfully managed to teleport Izawa away from Wrath. Only problem was that this Nomu was way too fast and somehow knew exactly where the cat would end up. There were over 500 people currently fighting. The odds were not good and 100% not in our favor. For now, I knew that Lucifer could handle Wrath without a problem. It would be difficult for him, but if he could handle All Might okayish, then he could also deal with this Noma that was only a puppy. Izawa was fighting the rest of the villains that were close to him, and Kirigiri got into a fight with 13. Shiggy. This cat is a bug. A glitch, a cheater. Me, for once, I agree. He totally was a cheat, but he was my cheat. Shiggy was angry, and I watched him go to Izawa's side and began fighting with him. Too bad for him that Izawa was as agile and fast as a panther. There was nothing to worry about him. Next, there was Hawks that was struggling. His feathers couldn't cut through the Noma's skin. He was up in the air battling a Nomu that he couldn't win against. Me, whispering Shine, Bakugo is seriously rubbing off on me. The moment these words escaped my mouth, one of the 4 Nomus fell down to the ground. I looked up at Hawks, and he just nodded before charging at me. This was only an act, but still, this was not his brightest idea. The moment he came close to the ground, the snake, like Noma, got him and threw him away from me. Me? Thank you. I then focused again on the battle with Shiggy, and I saw that he was about to lose. I am sorry, Dadzawa, but I can't have you doing that. I immediately ran towards Shiggy and jump-kicked Aizawa to the side. Next, I offer my hand to Shiggy for him to stand up. Me, you good? Shiggy, yes. Me. I will be taking care of him. Shiggy, go ahead. I saw Aizawa using his quirk, and I felt his attempt on canceling my quirk. We then both began sparring with each other. No one of us was really serious, but yet it looked like we were. Me, whispering, I am sorry for the kick. Aizawa, whispering, you needed to do this for your cover, right? Me, whispering, yeah. Aizawa, whispering, I understand it. Dadzawa then began to strangely smiley at me that sent another badge of shivers down my spine. He then swooped me off the ground and threw me away. I hit something or someone and we both fell to the ground. This was surely my payback, and he enjoyed that one too. Looking at what I was throwing, I saw that I hit Wrath, and Lucifer was looking at me strangely. Oh, come on, not you too. I get it. This was the worst plan I had ever had. Nothing was going as planned. Me whispering, get us out. The cat then pounced at me and the Nomu, and we were teleported to the beach. The creature immediately dropped dead in front of me. My cat then jumped on the dead body and looked at me. Me, I know, don't look at me like this. Everything went up in chaos. This was not according to my plans. Can you please get us home? I will need to change in a siren's costume. Lucifer, Mew. After I changed, I let Lucifer teleport me back. Normally, I wouldn't fight with any weapons at all and use only my wits and quirk alone, but this was not possible at the moment, and so I prepared 2 twin daggers. I had already a feeling that something like this was about to happen. The moment I was back into the USJ building, I ran straight toward the first Noma that was close to me, and it was the snake-like thing. I jumped over it and moved around a lot. Agility was the key here. I jumped under its tail, over it, and dodged every hit until I got very close to it. Then I saw the perfect opportunity, and I let it catapult me up into the air. I readied the dagger, and the moment it was about to bite me, I used a combination of my quirk and the dagger to finish it off. Me, close your mouth and stop moving. The dagger hit the brain and pierced right through it. 3 down, 1 more. USJ, Syrian, or Siren. 1 Nomu. There is only 1 Noma left. I can do this. I could easily kill him with my voice, but the problem was that he was too close to Aizawa, and if I would kill that thing, he would fall down onto him, or something might happen to Aizawa. There was no chance in hell that I would risk something like that. Shit, think Izu. I need to get that thing attacking me instead of Dadzawa. But how? Lucifer. Me. Lucifer, do you think you can teleport that thing towards me? Lucifer, Mew? Me, no. Thanks for asking. I am still sane. Lucifer. MEW? Me, yes, I am sure. Now stop asking my sanity. Lucifer, me. Sigh, Lucifer, now is not the time for this. Lucifer, Mew. The cat then teleported away from me, and the Noma 2 meters in front of me before backing away himself. Me. Thanks, buddy. Me. Time freeze. The Noma froze in a rather odd way, and all I did was walking up to him, analyzing him. Regeneration quirk, that is for sure. His skin is also a lot harder than the others. It's also shiny. Some kind of strength and speed enhancer. Then I think he should also have some other quirks too. I do wonder if Shiggy can disintegrate one in a matter of minutes. I went to Shiggy and kind of dragged him towards the Nomu. Next, I laid all 5 fingers of both of Shigraki's hands on his exposed brain. This should do the trick, right? Let's hope so. Migo. Time began ticking again, and I saw how fast Shiggy's quirk destroyed the Nomu, but it was not enough. Once the LOV leader realized what happened, he immediately backed away. Shiggy, I call hacks. Hex, he is not wrong. My damn quirk can be considered a hack. Shiggy. After the hack, it only took 1 order, but the Nomu immediately charged at me. He was a lot slower than before, but it was still an incredible speed. Needless to say, I did the same thing I did with one of the Nomus. Again, this remembered me way too much on Bakugo, and how he usually behaved. I seriously need to stop screaming die. Why not whisper it for once, huh? Why scream? The moment I defeated the Nomu, I could hear someone screaming at me. It was no other than Shigaraki. Did he hear me? Of fucking course he heard me. He is not deaf. Damn it. Well, it was about time to expose myself anyways. Might as well do it now. Shiggy, cheater. Cheater. Who the fuck do you think you are, you cheater? Me. AHM, you are wrong. I'm not a cheater, I am a glitch, a hack in the Matrix. Shiggy Syrian? Me no. Siren is the name? Shiggy. Don't you dare compare your lowly self to a titan like him. So, I am a titan? I take that. That is one nice upgrade. Me. I can explain. Lucifer, get us to a safe place. Lucifer. MEW. The cat was still close to me, but once he heard my order, he teleported in front of him and took him away. Only seconds later, he came back for me and teleported me to the same beach I killed Wrath. Shiggy. What the heck are you doing, Syrian? I thought you were on our side. Me. You want to hear the truth? Shiggy. Yes, you cheater. Me. I'm not a cheater, a layer yes, but not a cheater. Shiggy. I thought you want to bring society down and not help the heroes. Me. I will, but from another side. My approach is not to be a villain, but a vigilante. You might have heard from me. I am Siren. Shiggy. You mean to tell me that you are Siren, the #1 vigilante, the titan I'm looking up to and believe in, the one true hero? That's Siren? Me. That is me. Shiggy. Prove yourself. Me how? Shiggy. Let me hear you voice. Me. You want me to sing? Shiggy, yes. One specific line. Me, okay, which one? Shiggy. Do you know the song, friend of mine? Me, yes. Shiggy, do the refrain. Me. AHM, okay. A/N. It's this song, but I Googles it, and it is actually called Friend of Mine by Christian Reindl. https://youtube.be/rndixgfxtm. Me, I'm the devil on your shoulder. I'm only cold till you come closer. When you strain your eyes to find the light, I won't be far behind, cause it's better in the dark. When you're a friend of mine, it's a hell of a ride, cause it's better in the dark. When you're a friend of mine, when you're a friend of mine, when you're a friend of mine. Shiggy, you really are him. Me. Yes, and I want to save not only civilians, but also villains. What do you think why the crime rate is so low where I patrol? Most of the people I do arrest are human traffic dealer or drug dealer, or even cartels, but every low criminal knows that I don't harm them. In contrary, I try to help them back to the feet. Shiggy, why did you then came to us? Me. I came to you guys because I heard that you were after the #1. I am totally okay with it, but I do not wish to see the people suffer as a consequence. I want to create a world where peoples are not judged based on their quirk. It doesn't matter to me if it's villainous or shiny and flashy. You see, I grew up quirkless and my parents tortured me all my life until I was around 9. I ended up living on the streets, and that's also when I decided to end the suffering and change the society. But for the society to be changed, you need a hero and a villain. Let me ask you a question. Once you bring down society, who will build it up again? Shiggy. I will, of course. Me. And you think that people will follow you after you destroyed their hope, making their lives miserable? Shiggy. I never thought about it. Me. You will need a hero. You see, villains and heroes are one and the same coin. They have different sides and aspects too, but they all have a purpose. I never believe that someone is born evil. People are made villains, and I know it firsthand. Look at me. Do you know what people were saying about Siren at first? Do you know how big of a bounty is put on my head because I am a famous vigilante? I am hunted down by both sides, and I am still doing a better job than bitch might. I am even more wanted by the heroes than the #1 villain all for one, which I am pretty sure is your sensei. Shiggy. I never knew that. How do you know about my sensei being behind LOV? Well, I know where he is right now, but he never did anything to endanger civilians' lives that doesn't deserve it. Even your Nomus are drug addicts that can't be cured. Shiggy, Master really is a kind man. Me, he is a better man than All Might. Shiggy, I have decided cheat. Me, I am not a cheat. Shiggy, I will bring society down for you in order for you to rebuild it. Me, why do you trust me just like that? Shiggy, don't you remember me, Hacks? Me, huh? Shiggy, I was the boy you saved all these years ago, a month or 2 after your debut as Siren. You were the one from stopping me from committing that day. You were the one that sent me to Sensei. Now that he mentions it, there was this older boy that looked similar to him. Me, wait, how did I send you to All for One when I don't even know that guy personally? Shiggy, the abandoned house you found for me to stay in. It was his lair. Me, oh, was this the reason why you guys weren't there anymore after a month? Shiggy, yes, and I tried to locate you after that, but I need to say it is pretty hard to get any kind of information about you, cheat. Me, let me guess you will not stop calling me either cheat or hack, right? Shiggy, you earned that name. Me, Zvizica sao Zvizica igesido. Shiggy, what now? May we finish what we came for. The heroes are capable on handling themselves. They will survive this. Shiggy, you are very confident about this. Me, they're my friends and they are not bad people. Well, all besides that motherfucker of a grape. Shiggy, so you say they are true heroes. Me, no, what I say is that they are heroes that deserves a chance to prove themselves. Now shall we head back? All Might should come very soon, and I am sure you won't miss that. Shiggy, you were right. I want that fate gone. Me. Then let's go and change the future and make it better. Shiggy, let's go Titan. With that, Lucifer teleported us back into the chaos. Now it was time for the fun part to begin. USJ. 250 to go. Once we were back into the USJ building Lucifer teleported us in the middle of the room. Me. You had to get 500 small fries? Shiggy. I was counting on that stupid boss to be here. Me still. Shiggy. Kirojiri. Shiggy, good luck there. With that, he let himself be teleported away from me, and I could see that he was running towards my Dadzawa and fighting him. He will be all right. I know he will. Shiggy is strong, but the caterpillar is stronger. With that, I concentrated on my task. This whole building was like a giant dome, and if there were one thing I knew, then that the echo in here would sure help me get rid of the other villains. This will sure drive my Quirk into overdrive. I will so feel it after this. I put Lucifer down from my shoulder and looked at the cat that was now standing on his back paws and leaning on me. Lucifer, mew. Me. I know, you don't have to tell me. Lucifer, mew. Me, I know. I know this will hurt. Lucifer, mew. Me. Yeah, but this is the only thing I could do to help my friends and family. Lucifer. MEW. Me, no. This is impossible, and we both know that. Lucifer. MEW. Me. You can't teleport everyone out into prison. Lucifer. MEW. Me. No. You can't. Lucifer. MEW. Me. Don't you even dare and try. Lucifer. MEW. Me. Lucifer. No, and that's final. Lucifer, mew. Me. I know, buddy. Thanks for wanting to help me. Lucifer, mew. Me. I know you will be there. Now, let's do this. I closed my eyes and put my earbuds down. The sounds of the battle hit me very hard. It was extreme. I could hear everything and everyone. I could hear my friends screaming. I could hear Hawks' wings flapping and cutting through the sky. I could hear Toshi using his quirk, and I could hear Ayazawa and Shiggy fighting. The situation was bad. From what I could tell, there were still 250 villains left. I don't care if this will drive me into quirk overuse. I don't care how much pain I will feel, how much I will suffer. I will save them, and if it is the last thing I will do. https://youtube.be/zim1vkr2hnyc. I began concentrated on the 250 villains. I didn't want Shiggy or any of my friends to feel the phantom pain that I was about to let them experience. They always end up running, and I don't mind. Say I'm too intense on all the time. I can see it growing, fear in their eyes. But you look like a fighter. I quickly began concentrating on my time with my mother. All the pain I felt, the burnings I got from a hot metal, and the beating I got every day. Then the feeling of the kitchen knife. The moment it cut through my skin. All the times when they decided to cut my back open. I still had the scars from them. Every time they would break a bone, or how they cut open my chest just to break one of my ribs and tearing it out. You say you like M crazy, then I'm just your type. Promise you'll keep up with what I like. You'll probably crash and burn, but what's a try? Head first into the free fall. I could feel my quirk. I could feel all the vibration coming from my voice. I felt the control, and I felt the connection that I established with every single one of them. It didn't matter to me that I could die from quirk overuse. I'm feeling like a criminal. I want you to be too. The taste of your blood has got me worked up. Evil things I want to do. Once I made a connection to their minds, I opened my eyes and used phantom pain. My past experience of pain was horrible, and if the person didn't have any pain resistance, that this would sure be enough to fry their brain cells responsible for the sensation of pain. And now I have locked my sights on you. Too late to run and hide. I wish you the best cause now that you're mine. Odds that you won't survive, and just like that, I let them suffer. I let my past memories resurface, and I let them go through the same pain as me, as I was relieving it in my memories again. You're rolling with the best. Can you keep my pace? Greedy for your touch, and I can't be tamed. There's a million reasons you should run away, but you look like a fighter. I could hear everyone scream, and I didn't care at all. I felt the pain, and I could feel some tears fall down my cheek. The moment I began wiping them up below the mask, I quickly realized that they were not your normal tears made out of water and a little bit of salt. One look at my fingers and I could tell that they were blood tears, and that my quirk was not only in overdrive but also hurting me. I'll show you the best views, unreachable heights. Elevate the stakes to see if you will rise. You'll rise. Can you take the pressure? Will you learn to fly? Head first into the free fall. I couldn't stand it. I felt the pain, not only from the quirk overuse, but also from my memories, and so I fell onto my knees. Lucifer was quick to react. and came to my side until he saw the blood on my hands. He began licking it and mewing, but nothing could help. I was stuck in my own world of pain, a world created by my own memories. I'm feeling like a criminal. I want you to be too. I want you, I want you. The taste of your blood has got me worked up. Evil things I want to do. I could hear Hawks landing beside me, and I felt his wing covering me. He was hugging me and slightly shacking me, but all I did was ignore it. I had a mission, and I would do everything to save them. Hawks made me look into his eyes, and all I could find in them was sheer horror. He was concerned and worried about me, that much I could tell. I watched his mouth move, but I couldn't hear what he was saying. Everything was blurry. Nothing made sense, and now I have locked my sights on you. Too late to run and hide. I wish you the best cause now that you're mine. Odds are you won't survive. I was so close to the end that I began blending out everything. The moment I saw some tears escaping his eyes, I knew that I was the reason for it. And I knew that I fucked up. Thankfully, every single villain went down, and I finally let go off the control over them. The moment I did that, the fog in my mind began to clear up. Now was the time that I felt the extreme pain of my quirk, but I wasn't done yet. Moving my hand, I removed a tear from Hawks's face. Hawks, sire? Finally, you snapped out of it. I saw that he was injured, and I could tell from all the noises before I used my quirk that my friends were too. I closed my eyes one last time, and concentrated on the healing ability of my quirk and began healing every single one of them. And now I have locked my sights on you. Too late to run and hide. Too late to. I wish you the best cause now that you're mine. Odds are you won't survive. Hawks, no, stop it. Lucifer. MEW. Hawks, please. I didn't care at all. For me, it was really important to know that they were safe and sound. For I knew what was about to come. The real battle was still up ahead, and I couldn't do anything after using my quirk to this extent. Too late to. Wish you the best. Odds are you won't survive. The moment I finished my song, I opened my eyes and began signing to him. Me. Signing everything will be fine. Hawks, how can you say that? Me signing it always is. Hawks, you were crying blood. It doesn't take a genius to know that you were in pain. Me signing the past is past. Hawks, no. Now let me get you out of here. Meh. No. The fight is still not over. And with that, the last piece of my voice vanished. Oh, this will take me at least 2 or 3 weeks to recover. I just fucking love court drawbacks. USJ. 9th. It took me a while to feel a little bit better, and Hawks helped me up to my feet. Lucifer Mew? Hawks, you know what he says? Me. Signing you don't have a single clue what he just said, right? Hawks, nope. But does it matter? Me. Signing this time? Not really. Hawks, what did he say? Me. Signing that I am crazy and stupid to even do what I just did, and to never do this ever again. Hawks, well, I agree with the never do this again thing, but everything before, heck no. Was this a crazy and stupid idea, not to mention reckless? Yes, but that doesn't make you stupid, Siren. Me. Signing thanks. Hawks, I will take you away from here before the heroes arrive. Me. Signing that would make you a criminal, and right now, no one besides Izawa saw you help me, but the moment you fly away with me in your hands, then it's over for you. Hawks, I don't care. Lucifer Mew. Me. Signing Hawks. Lucifer can teleport me away. Hawks, the cat better teleport you in my house so that I can take care of you, or I will skin that devil. Lucifer Mew. Hawks, yes I will. Me. Signing you still don't have a clue what he just say. Hawks, nope, but it sounded like he was questioning me. Me. Signing nope, he was more like threatening you, Nuggets. Hawks, no way. Lucifer. MEW. Me. Signing yes way now up in the air with you. Hawks. Fine, but I have an eye on you. The moment Hawks was up in the air again, I could hear something and I hated what I could hear. Since I didn't have my earbuds on, I could hear everything a lot louder, and I heard the wall crumble to pieces, and I could also hear someone shouting. Oh hell no. Why now? Damn no. Life, why do you hate me? Is it fun to always throw new shit right at me? Gosh. Yes, of course. Besides, I need to sprinkle you with a little sparkles, drama sparkles. I knew that he was about to come here, but it was planned that he would be here from the start, and that Shiggy would get him 6 feet under, and not for him to burst through the wall and then attack me. All might. Fear not. I am here. In the next second, I felt a gush off wind, and if Lucifer didn't jump on me and teleported me slightly away, I would have been hit by it 100%. All might, Siren. I have finally found you. Number 1 idiot versus number 1 vigilante. Shiggy, you better get that Nomo over here right now. As I was thinking that, I was grabbed by my shoulder and pulled into a portal right behind me and into the arms of Kurojiri. Kurojiri, Syrian, right? Shiggy has briefly told me everything what happened. All I could do was nod and respond. Kirojiri, I won't do anything, but I will be playing the villain. Please do not worry. I won't hurt you. I could tell by what he just said that he was not lying, and so I nodded again and let him put a dagger against my throat. Looking around me, I could see a completely new Nomu standing right next to Shiggy. Wow, and here I thought the last four were terrible. This one looks intelligent. In the next moment, Shiggy ordered the Nomu to attack all might, and a great fight started. I would have loved to see the fight, but I was too busy figuring out what to do next. Shiggy then came to my side, and I saw Izuku running straight at us. He looked good, didn't have any injuries at all, and contrary to myself. Kirojiri, whispering, your ears are bleeding. Do you have sensitive hearing? I nodded. Shiggy whispering, get him something. Me, signing, tell Lucifer to get me my earbuds. He knows where they are. Kirojiri, Lucifer, go get him his earbuds. That's what he said. Izuku was now really close to us, and naturally Shiggy didn't like that, and so he ordered Kirojiri to fight him. In the next moment, a cat teleported in front of us with a little box in his mouth. Kirojiri let me go, and I took them and put them in. Me, signing, thanks. As the situation wasn't already worse enough with me not being able to use my quirk or talk, and on top of it having extremely sensitive hearing, everything got worse. A blood-curdled scream went through the whole building, and looking at the source, I could see the Nomu on the ground lifeless. Shiggy, how? It should have been a loot stronger. You cheated. Before he could say anything more, All Might went for Shiggy and me. Before I knew it, I was running at All Might and jump kicking him before he could punch Shiggy. Now it was my turn to fight All Might. All Might, you villain. Nope, just protecting someone that doesn't deserve to die by the hands of the #1 idiot on Earth. I would say #1 villain, but Endeavor deserves that title, so let's do #2. It didn't take long for the hero to recover from me kicking him right into his head and making him fall to his knees. Next thing I did was run at him and jump on him, using my legs to strangle him until he grabbed me and threw me away. I slowly stood up and spit out a little bit of blood. Come and get me! Right as I was thinking that, he really came with a punch on me. Thanks to me expecting something like this, I dodged it and hit him in his face instead. It was enough to get his mouth bleeding. Payback, bitch. He then grabbed me by my throat and began to lift me up. Shit, if I wouldn't be weakened because of my quirk drawback, I would have beaten your filthy ass. He began strangling me, and I didn't know what else to do but bite him until I could taste his blood in my mouth. Oh, I really hope that he doesn't have some kind of shitty disease. I really hope he doesn't have rabies. I would have loved to spit it out, but I was too busy to bite into his hand and not let go, so I unintentionally swallowed some of it. What happened next was something I did not expect. In the next moment, I could hear and see 7 people all around us, and All Might steaming, letting me go and backing away from me. It was the same sensation like the hero versus villain exercise where I made a connection to his quirk core, but this time it felt different. It felt like I was connected to it. He began backing away, and I felt 2 hands around my shoulder. Looking at the people, it was a woman and the same white-haired man that spoke last time to me. Woman, go get him. I knew that woman, but I couldn't remember his name. Man, Velkomnint. Needless to say that I was left confused looking at 5 people tackling All Might and him backing away and screaming repeatedly, no, it's still not my time. Leave me alone, and he is the devil. He will destroy you all. The smoke around him. Woman, I am sorry for choosing such a failure. Man too. It's okay. We now have a new one, and we will do everything to ensure he will be okay. Shiggy ran towards me, and at this moment, I heard more people breaking the wall. Looking at it, I saw Snipe, and I saw who his target was and immediately ran towards Shiggy and shielding him from 9 shots. Man, and oh, our knife. The 7 people I could see began to vanish all beside one that was standing right beside me. Man, this is only the beginning, not the end. We will talk again very soon. I began blacking out. Shiggy, no. Titan, what have you done? Before I was completely out, I felt someone picking me up, but my vision was too blurry to know who it was, but from what I could tell, it was not Hawk. There was nothing red or Shinso, no violet. Shiggy's siren, stay with me. What I could make out was white, which meant that Shiggy got me, and in the next moment, everything went black. One for all. We don't accept any other ninth than you. Izuku POV. Everything is so dark. I can't see anything. I feel like I am drowning. Where am I? As I looked around me, I saw a door. It looks like normal door, but leads to nowhere. Just a door, no path, no walls. I could walk around the door and look behind it, There was nothing, just darkness and a door that has a faint glow to it. No, not again. I don't want to relive it. And I slowly backed away from the door that was slowly opening by itself. I could see a room that is all too familiar to me. Please, I turned around, closed my eyes, and backed away until my back hit yet another door. Are you fucking kidding me? I turned around and looked at it. In the next moment, I was surrounded by so many doors, and each of them held a terrible and blood-freezing memory of my past. Only moments earlier, I forced myself to remember all the pain I have experienced. I did not need any more reminders. I still felt my mother cutting, stabbing, burning, beating, and breaking every bone of mine. All memories of my damn past. I couldn't stand the sight before me. My eyes were already wide open, and I was crying because I knew how many painful experiences I had. I fell down. I was alone once again. I hated the darkness. No, that was not true. I hated the coldness, the feeling of not being wanted, and the feeling to be all by my side. Nobody wants something like me. I was crying my eyes out until I could feel someone touching me. Ninth? That voice. That was the man with white hair from All Might's Quirk. But why am I able to hear him? I am Nana. You're not alone anymore. Me. I want to leave this, please. Please help me. I don't want to stay here. I don't want to experience it all over again. Please, no. Nana. We will always be there for you. Not even your past can stop us. A light began spreading from where the 7 people were standing, and before I know it, I was enveloped in it. I found myself standing in a field full of flowers. It was the same field that Lucifer teleported me to. Man with white hair. Let me introduce us. We are the 7 previous owner of the Quirk called One for All. I am the first one, Nana. I am the 7th, and I am the one that made a big mistake in choosing All Might. Me. I am confused right now. I am the 4th, and welcome 9th. We were anticipating your arrival. Me, what is going on? We saw and heard about your good deeds as Siren, and we have decided that you are worthy to be the 9th. Stop at 5th, you were scaring the kid. I am the 2nd, by the way. Nana, Izuku, right? You okay with me calling you Green Bean? Cause you sure are one. Me. No, go ahead. Nana. Good, cause you would have to learn to deal with it otherwise. Me, okay? Back off, Nana. Hey there, buddy. I am the 6th. Nice to finally meet you. Me. Pleasure is all mine. 5th. I would say tell me about you, but with all that doors and the dark vibes coming from it, I would rather not know. 4th, Psy 5th. You don't ask something like this, especially when you see something like this. Nana. 4th is right. 1st, everyone has their dark side, and everyone went through a lot, but none of us ever experienced so much pain and hatred like you. However, we also believe in you. That is the reason we choose you. All the good you did and still do, no matter the situation, you have the heart at the right place. This is what we were searching for, and you are the most kind-hearted and courage person from everyone I have ever met. Methinks, I guess. 2nd, don't beat around the bush. Tell the kid his new Quirk's ability. With that, they all began explaining me every single aspect of the Quirk. The Quirks within One for All are F.A. Gene, the Quirk wielded by the 3rd user. This Quirk allows the user to build up kinetic energy that can be released as an explosive burst of speed and power. Danger Sense, the Quirk wielded by the 4th user, Haikid Shinomori. This Quirk allows the user to detect nearby threats. Black Whip, the Quirk wielded by the 5th user, Daigoro Banjo. This Quirk allows the user to create tendrils of dark energy from their body. These tendrils are good for long-range grappling and increasing the user's mobility. Smokescreen, the Quirk wielded by the 6th user, N. This Quirk allows the user to generate a thick cloud of smoke from their body. This smoke can be used to obscure people's vision. Float, the Quirk wielded by the 7th user, Nana Shimura. This Quirk allows the user to levitate. Besides that, I would gain the speed as well as the straight, as All Might himself. Pretty handy if you ask me. Wait, a goddamn Mississippi. Does that mean that my already op Quirk just got more op? Like, I no way. I'm now able to manipulate everyone and have the strength in combat. Not that I didn't have it, but against mutant Quirk types I am still very weak, and without my voice I am dead meat if they go after me. After that, they kind of began to vanish, and everything around me began to lighten up. Next thing I know, I woke up crying and sweating. Opening my eyes, I was immediately met with pure brightness. Shiggy, thank God, Siren. It was only a dream. No one can hurt you anymore. I won't let anyone hurt you. It was only just a dream. No, it was more than that. I really got All Might's quirk now. Thank you for getting me out of the nightmare. Ofakor, no problem, kid. Finally, I turned my head to him. Shiggy, how are you feeling? Me like shit. Kirojiri, figured that much. Me, what happened? Shiggy, you got a really high fewer after shielding me and earning 9 bullets. I closed my eyes once again. It was way too bright in the room, and I was tired as heck. Looks like the fewer isn't gone. Kirojiri, rest. Next time you wake up, you will be feeling better. I wanted to respond, but I couldn't. I was too weak for that. Only then did I realize the smell in the room. A hospital? No. This smelled slightly different. A laboratory? I let darkness consume me and take me hopefully rest up. One and only true hero. All for one's POV. It was already late, and I was expecting some good news from my adoptive son Tamura. I knew that he had help coming up with the plan, and I was also the one that made him take Wrath and the other for experimental Nomus. The reason was pretty simple. I didn't trust the newcomer. If someone can get so many information about UA, then there is something fishy about it. No one besides this vigilante siren should be able to gather so much information. It was pretty common knowledge that said vigilante is good in getting their hands on information. They might even be better in gathering information than Nezu himself. A person like this would be a fine teammate and a good asset to the LOV. I tried getting my hands on them like the Hero Commission or every other hero, including the police, but I never came even close to the person. No one could remember his face. I already tried kidnapping some persons that he saved and used one of the quirks I had called Mind Seeker. Mind Seeker is a quirk that allowed me to search my victim's memory for one specific thing and also rearrange them. This meant I had the ability to erase and create new memories for them. Every time I used this ability, I could only see a dark shadow with some green, but the thing that stood out the most was his vigilante costume. After getting into the head of a couple of people, I had a rough idea how it looked like. I was laying in a bed in our Noma lab. This was the only place that had a fully operational medical room like in a hospital. Not only that, but I also liked to watch the creation of a new Nomu. They all looked so mindless, and I loved the idea of them destroying All Might even if it was only a dream. In reality, I knew that they wouldn't be able to destroy him without being intelligent. A portal opened in the middle of the room, and I anticipated my son to come through, but what I didn't see coming was that he would bring a guest. Tamura, sensei, please help him. He had a young boy in his hand, and the moment I saw the color of the costume, I immediately knew who it was. Me, get him into the operation room. Tamura, he saved me. Twice now. Me, I know. Without him, I wouldn't even have a son. He was the one getting Tamura to come to me. He told me everything the vigilante did for him back then, and to hear that he saved his life this time again, I was sure to not let this kid die. Me, Kirojiri, get the doctor. I watched Tamura basically run to the operation room and Kirojiri teleporting away, only to reappear in the next moment with the brilliant doctor that was also responsible for the Nomus. Doctor, you called? Me. There is a boy in the operation room. Do your best to not let him die. If he dies, then so will you. I could hear the doctor gulp before rushing to the operation room and Tamura coming to my side. Tamura, he took 9 shots from snipe for me. He shielded me. Not only that, but All Might was about to kill me with one punch if not for Siren. Me, you will be okay. Tamura, he will? I am sure of it. He is not a titan for nothing. Me, how did this even come to this situation? Tamura, Syrian tricked us? Me, I'm going to kill that person. Tamura, don't. Me, why not? Tamura, Syrian is Siren. Me, what? Tamura, he came because he heard about the LOV you created for me. Kirojiri, Syrian provided us with plenty of information. He also looked like he had a grudge against All Might. That was clear to see in their fight. Me, did he tell you why he joined? Tamura, he said he doesn't wish to see the people suffering and that only us alone would not be able to create a better world. We would need a symbol of hope. Me, sounds like he wants to change the whole society too. Tamura, yes, and he will do that. He said he would change everything from another position. He also told me that it would need more than only brute strength to get what we want. Me-oh, Tamura, he sincerely wanted to help us get that cheater out of our way. Me, I see. After a minute of silence, we could hear the door to the operation room open and everyone immediately looked at the man that just came out. IT was too soon for him to exit the room based on the amount of injuries I heard he had. Me, what are you doing out here? Doctor, there's nothing I can do for him. I pulled out every single bullet and stitched the wounds together, but there is nothing I could do more for him. Tamura, You. I will turn you in one of your own creatures if he dies today. Doctor, there is still nothing I can do for him. His quirk prevents me from helping him. Me? Explain. Doctor, he has a very high fewer and his quirk is a regeneration quirk. I tried injecting him with a low regeneration quirk that would heal him, but he reacted very negatively to it. I do not know what his quirk is, but the room is freezing cold right now, and the table he is on froze. I could also see how his wounds started healing from itself. Me, I see. Is there something we can do for him? Doctor, as far as I can tell, no. Tamura, I will be staying in the same room as him. Doctor, I would not suggest that. In the next moment, a blood-curdled scream could be heard from the same room, and my son ran into it, followed by Kurogyri and the doctor. All I could do was watch. It didn't take long for Kurogyri and the doctor to come back to me. Me? And Kurogyri. It looks like he has some kind of nightmare, and he also looks so much in pain. The room was also boiling hot. Doctor, his quirk is malfunctioning. It is also too dangerous to give him something to suppress his quirk. Me? Give him something to relieve his pain. Doctor, I already did that, and Tamura is in the room with him right now. Kurogyri. It also looks like he calmed down with him in the room. Me? I see. Kurogyri, if his quirk really malfunctions, I want you to get Tamura out of the room the moment it is dangerous for him. Please also take care of Siren. Kurogyri. Very well, sir. Me? Get the doctor back. With that, he first teleported the doctor away and then went to the operation room. I was left alone thinking about Siren. After what had happened, I was sure we had an ally on our side. I was also sure that he would not let us do whatever we wanted, but he was our light in the dark, and so it didn't matter at all. We would follow him, and only him, after what he did for all of the villains. He was the only true hero that also cared for villains and their lives. A cat on a mission. Lucifer's POV. I hate it. Izuku was gone and all because I was too shocked to move. They took him away from me. What was worst is that he was even shot multiple times. The only person saving everyone's asses and working so hard to prevent a catastrophic event was Izuku, and the just freaking shot he, and that bitch even attacked him. After seeing the gamer boy taking Izuku and getting teleported out of the situation, I immediately teleported in front of the cowboy. You freaking monster! I began hissing at him, and I was ready to attack. Snipe. Izawa. Why is your cat here? More importantly, why is he looking at me like that? Recovery girl. You might want to run. That won't help you. Snipe. Huh? And with that, I pounced on him and scratched him, even bite him around his neck. Snipe. Recovery girl. Saya warned him. Nezu. That warning couldn't have saved him. Recovery girl? Are you growling? Nezu. Yes, I am. Recovery girl. Please stop your freaking out, hound dog. Nezu, my apology. I could hear them argue, and I could also hear Aiza's dad growl, but that still didn't stop me from keep on attacking the dumb bitch for shooting at Izuku. Recovery girl. Aizawa. Get your cat down. Aizawa. Do I really need to? Nezu. Unfortunately, yes. Aizawa, whispering he still deserves it. With that, I knew that the human was about to grab me, but I wouldn't let it happen just like that. After all, who does he think he is to just grab me? That human is not Izuku, and so he was non-existent for me. I somehow got up to the hero's hat and began hissing at Aizawa and still biting and scratching the hand from the hero that was trying to get me down. Aizawa, I am not dealing with that devil. Snipe, it's your fucking cat. Now get him off me. Me. Don't you dare come closer. Nezu. Lucifer. Would you mind letting my employee go? Me. He shot him fucking 9 times. Nezu. And he will face the consequences. Snipe. What consequences? Nezu owned nothing. I had my eyes on everyone beside that overgrown chicken who casually just picked me from above. Me. Who the hell want to die? Looking up, I see Hawks and immediately started biting and scratching him. But the hero only held me close to his chest. It took me a couple of minutes to calm down. Hawks, whispering, see. No one will hurt you. Me, Izu. Hawks, whispering, you must miss him, huh? Me, where is my Izu? I was still in his arm, but thanks to him slightly hovering above the ground, I had a better view, and all I could see was the position where Izuku was standing when he was shot. The LOV took him, and that reminded me that I knew their hideout. Without even thinking twice, I immediately teleported myself, including Hawks, who was holding me to the bar. However, because he was still flying, he hit his head and dropped me the minute we were in the small bar. Hawks, what the heck? Me, Izuku. I immediately began searching for him, but there was just no one there. The bar was completely empty. While I was searching for my dear owner, I saw Hawks looking at me dumbfounded. Me. Move, you stupid chicken. Help me find him. Normally I could sense where Izuku was, but this time I couldn't feel him. He was not close at all. Teleportation would help me move around faster, but it would tire me out very quickly, and I am tired already. Then a dumb idea came into my mind. I could simply use the chicken to fly me around. After searching the whole place twice from up till down, I jumped on the next table, sat there and looked Hawks into his eyes. Me. Listen up, you dumb chicken. Me. You will help me find my Izu. Me. Now pick me up and fly me around the city. I expected him to listen, and seeing as he didn't move an inch, I began hissing at him. Hawks, you do realize that I can't understand you like Izu, right? Damn it, I completely forgot that. Only Nezu and Isaac can understand me. You are so dumb. Dumb as hell. Me. Well then, let's do it the hard way. I jumped down from the table, went to him, and climbed to his chest. He began holding me, and I teleported us up into the air above the city. We were now in a free fall. Hawks, what the? He quickly began holding me in a tight grip, as for me to not fall down, and I was sure that he knew that if he somehow got me killed that Izu would do something to him. Thanks to my maneuver, he began flying across the city back to UA, and every time he would come close, I would teleport him right back to a new starting point until we flew across the whole city. Hawks, you really don't want me to go back, huh? It took him only 2 times of me teleporting us somewhere new until he got the idea. Hawks, wait a minute. Are we searching for feathers? Me, yes. Finally, you dumbass. It took you ages to finally get it. Hawks, I don't know why, but that sounded insulting. Me, because it was after that we flew across the whole town, searching every corner and every single place, but at the end of the day, I couldn't feel him anywhere. And so we decided it would be good to call it a day, or so the rooster thought. The moment he went back to his apartment, he ordered us some chicken, which I was thankful for since they were delicious. While I was eating, I could hear Hawks on the phone with Izawa telling him that I was with him, and then calling the rat to tell him that we searched the city from above. I could hear the rat saying that it was just a waste of time, since they were for sure hiding in their lair. A dumb idea, huh? Well, excuse me for wanting to find my Izu. I at least can sense his presence. After finishing the raw chicken he gave me, I just teleported right back into the bar and waited sitting on the bar table. Lucky for me, around 3 a.m., the Misty guys teleported himself back to their base. Misty, a cat? Wait, were you not with Siren? Me, yes. Where is my Izu? Misty, are you perhaps his cat? Me. Yes, bring me to him. I jumped down and went to him. Me. Please bring me to Izu. If you don't, I swear I will personally rip your throat out. What have you done to him? I swear if you guys only took a single hair of him, I will kill you all. Misty, he will surely be happy seeing you. Let me just quickly grab some things for Shiggy, and I will bring you to him. Me. I don't care. Bring me to him now. But the Mist guy just ignored me since he couldn't understand, and I followed him into Krusty's room. He picked up some clothing, and then he went to my side and picked me up gently too. Since I knew what was about to happen, I let him pick me up just this once. Thankfully, he teleported us right where Izuku was, or a room away. The moment I felt my Izu, I scratched him, bite him. UND jumped off his hands and ran towards the door and teleported myself to the other side. I could see Izuku laying on a laboratory table. He was not strapped to it or anything, and I could also see Krusty. Not paying him any attention, I quickly jumped to my master's side and curled myself close to him, positioning myself right next to his head. He looked tired and in pain, and I was for sure not the dumb one waking him up when he needed some rest. Me. I finally found you, Izu. And so I began guarding him from all the people, but I quickly realized that they were helping him and trying to get him to get better. Maybe you guys are not bad after all. 2 quirks, 1 origin. I woke up in a white room, and the first thing that came to my mind was hospital. A hospital? How did I end up here? What even happened? Wait, do they know? Oh gosh, Dadzwa, he will kill me. Scratch that. Granny will kill me even more. With this in mind, I instinctively jumped out of the makeshift bed and fell to my knees. Siren, Lucifer, MEW. I felt very lightheaded, and I could feel a couple of sharp pains all over my body. Looking at the floor, I saw that it was covered in tiles, and this alone was very unusual for a hospital, and the fact that I could see Lucifer was also not really hospital-like. But then again, this was Lucifer we were talking about. No one could stop that cat from finding me or coming to a room. I was sitting on the floor looking at Lucifer. The cat only tilted his head in return. Then I felt someone hugging me from the side. I was still a little bit confused from what was going on, and then my memory decided to work again. USJ, the Nomus, all bitch, one for all weight. I got a new quirk. How? Why? Am I really worth it? Snipe. Oh God. Shiggy, finally responding to the hug. I saw that the person had white hair, and there was only one person that I knew had white hair. Me, Shiggy. Shiggy, Siren. Thank God. You finally snapped out. Me, huh? Shiggy. Come on, let me help you back on the table. I would like to offer you a bed, but we don't have one. Sorry, me. It's okay, but why? Shiggy. What do you mean why? Me. Why did you save me? You know the heroes would have saved me nonetheless. Shiggy, why? You're seriously asking me why? Me, yes. Shiggy. You or something else. You saved me. How can I not save the person who saved me? Me, oh. Shiggy, are you okay? Me. You're just a little bit out of my mind. Why? Shiggy, crazy, huh? Lucifer, Mew? Shiggy helped me up and seated me on the metal table. Lucifer jumped up right next to me and came on my lap. I could tell that he looked really worried about me. Me? Nah. That's the new normal. Shiggy. Both Shigaraki and Lucifer looked at me as if I was completely crazy and have lost my mind. It looked like I didn't make any sense. Well, to be quite honest, I could feel the pain of my injuries, but I was fairly sure that they were already healed. All I needed was a little bit of time to come to my senses, and with that I mean grasp the situation I was in. So Shiggy brought me back to their lair? This doesn't look like the bar. And more importantly, why do I feel like I want to go outside and meet the person that is laying there? Huh, how do I even know that there is a person? I have my earbuds on. It's like I can feel him. No. That isn't it. I feel attracted to his quirk. It's like my quirk or my new quirk is telling me to go there and meet the person as it wants to be reunited. What is going on? Lucifer, Mew? Me? I am okay. I stopped staring at the wall where I was sure the person was directed behind it and instead began petting my cat. Lucifer. MEW. Me? Don't worry, Lucifer. This wouldn't have killed me. Shiggy, you sure? Me, yep. I am alive. What more proof do you need? Shiggy. Good point. Me, where are we? Shiggy, the Noma lab. Me, oh. Shiggy, our doc that is in charge of the Noma research was the only one that I was sure could have saved you. But your quirk didn't let anyone heal you. That again? Shiggy again? Me, yep. You see, I can't die that easily. My quirk will always try to save me no matter what. I nearly died once, but I somehow magically survived. Shiggy, please don't joke with that. Lucifer, you didn't test it out, did you? Me. I would never. I took my cat into my hand so that I was holding him and jumped off the table. Shigaraki immediately came to my side and tried to get me back to the table. Lucifer, Mew. Me. No, I have to. More like I need to. This feeling is driving me crazy. I need to know why I feel like this. Why is my quirk telling me to go out and meet someone? I went straight to the door, ignoring Shigaraki's tries to hold me back, and opened the door. The moment I entered the other room, I saw all the Nomus, and more importantly, I saw someone in a medical bed. Is that, all for one, the #1 villain? How is he alive? He looks dead to me, but these machines clearly are working. Is he sleeping? Why would he want to live like this? Shiggy, Siren, get back here. Me, no. Lucifer. MEW. Me. I said no. I am fine. Shiggy, please. You are like a brother to me. Me. I keep telling you I am fine. We began arguing back and forth with the cat mewing here and there, and a miss guy. Sorry, Kirojiri coming to our side and also trying to get me back to the room to lay down. Kirojiri. Sai, if you don't want to be here, I can send you back. Lucifer. MEW. Me. None of you guys are sending me back. Lucifer, Mew. Me. I dare you. Lucifer, Mew. Me. Try me, Lucifer. Lucifer, Mew. Me. Thought so. PFFF. Ha 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 ha. Me, huh? I looked at the direction where the laugher is coming from, and sure enough, it was from the man on the bed, the previous #1 villain. Though I would not call him that anymore. AFO. Is this your cat? Me. Kinda. Kirajir. Kinda. Me. It's Eraserhead's cat, but he decided I was his new owner. Shiggy. A cat can choose owners? Lucifer. MEW. Me, yep. AFO. I see. Well, he is loyal to you. Me. Can you understand him? AFO. Of course I can. Me. I thought so. I mean, you're all for one after all. AFO. You do not have to fear me, sire. Me, how come? AFO. Thanks to you, I have a son now. Me. I already heard the story from Shiggy, but I need to say, I didn't know that I was sending him to you. AFO. Still, you did that anyways, and I heard what you did for all the other villains. Me. Well, a bad person is not always bad. It's exactly like a good person will not be always good. AFO. Reasonable, but no one would have done the same. Me. Well, good that I am not no one. AFO. Haha, me. I have a question. AFO. What is it? Me. I can feel your quirk reaching out to mine. I want to know why. AFO. What do you mean? Me. I mean, I can feel my quirk wanting to be reunited. It's like it is missing a piece. I also can feel the presence of yours, and it's also reaching out. AFO. Me. Did I say something wrong? AFO. May I ask you something? Me, sure. AFO. As far as I can tell with my analyze's quirk, yours is a mutated quirk. Me, that. Well, yeah. My quirk is called voice manipulation. But as of recently, I got one for all. I mean, the quirk basically chews me, which is weird if I think about it. Lucifer Mew? Me. You were right, I probably shouldn't talk that much. Lucifer Mew? Me. Because I can erase their memories if worse come to worse. Shiggy, you could do that? Me. Yeah, I mean, I could do a lot with my voice. AFO. There will be no need for that. Lucifer. MEW. Me. I don't think that is necessary. AFO. Do not fear. I do not plan on laying a single finger on him. Lucifer. MEW. AFO. I understand your concern, but you should know that no one in this room will hurt him. Lucifer. MEW. AFO, yes. Indeed. Shiggy. Why do I feel like I want a cheat code to understand that cat? Me. Trust me, you don't. Kirojiri. You always want a cheat code for everything. Shiggy. Well, let's live without them. AFO. Siren. Come near me. Without even questioning why, I came right to his bedside. The moment stood there, he reached out and grabbed my hand. This was it. I felt a power surge, and in the next moment, I felt whole again. It was really weird, but I felt like my quirk was whole even though it was never erased or split. Me, what the? Lucifer. MREW. Me, what did you do? AFO. I gave you my quirk. Me. HUH. Shiggy Sensei. AFO. It's alright. A long time ago, I created one for all. I still regret trying to take it back forcefully, but I had no other choice. I felt like a part of me was missing. Why can I understand that? I mean, I felt like that a second ago. AFO. At last, both all for one and one for all are back together. Me. Does that mean I have 3 quirks now? AFO. Not exactly. Me HM? AFO. All for one and one for all combined is called All of Creation. It is a quirk that is both very powerful and very weak. It has the capability to create and destroy a world. How in the world is that considered weak? Me, wow. AHM, you sure I should have such a quirk? Shiggy, whispering an even more op titan. Oh. Yes, too OP if you ask me. Like, is that even legal? Is one person allowed to have this much power? AFO. If one for all choose you, then everything is fine. We, the League of Villains, will have your back too. With that, a new era shall be formed. No more false heroes. No one shall suffer anymore. I know that you will be standing on top of every hero. Shiggy, Sensei, does that mean that you don't have a quirk anymore? Kirojiri. That is a good question considering that it was the only thing keeping you, sir, alive. AFO, no. I still have all the quirks I gathered. All this means is that I won't be able to gather any more quirks or enhance mine. Shiggy, exhale. AFO. It is now on you to bring everyone true peace. Sue, they were not that bad after all. I mean, I can't hold anything against them when I even wanted to get rid of the piece of shit of the number 1-2. The rest of the day, AFO began telling us how One for All was created and why he did that. Shiggy also told B why they created the League of Villains, and in the end, they didn't have any bad reasons for it. I must even say, if I hadn't been a vigilante, I would surely join the Villains League. It sounded pretty solid to me, and it was also something I also desired. I wanted to bring down the hero society, but my approach was and is completely different. Now with the LOV in my back and Nezu and Dadzawa as my dads, nothing could stop me from achieving my dreams. A/N. I know I said I won't publish today, but I am so bored. Be gone. After our talk, I decided to stay there with them and catch up with Shiggy because I supposedly have now a brother. Looks like he adopted himself into my family. Well, it's nice having a brother. While a lot of them were sleeping, I was doing something else. I was planning something good, something I knew that has to be done. The Hero Commission was there way too long, and my first step in shaping the whole hero society is to bring the commission down. Not only were they corrupt, no, they also didn't care about what happened to the civilian or the villains nor the hero. Hawks was a marionette, and I hated to know that. He was not the hero Hawks, and I didn't love him for that. I loved Kigo, the person with a Hawks-like quirk. The Red Angel that has come into my life even when he was playing stupid the first couple of times we met, but he was sweet, and I loved the stupid chicken nugget. From what information I gathered, the Hero Commission did basically buy him from his parents like a slave, and then forced him to train and pushed him to his limit and beyond. Even if heroes need to push themselves to become what they are, that never meant that children should be pushed that far when they were young. Quirk drawbacks are grim, and I hated mine with passion. Now imagine a child needing to push himself over and over his limit, experience the drawbacks every day. These people are no people. They were monsters if you ask me. Enough is enough. Something had to be done, especially when I knew that they were training a couple of new recruits for their personal image of a hero. I would shove a puppet. The puppeteer needed to be stopped no matter what, and I didn't care if I would get my hands dirty again. With that in mind, I began to plan multiple plans. There was a big possibility for every plan to fail, and since it was one of the most secure places, this would not be an easy task at all. Nevertheless, I wanted it, and I knew that it would be for the greater good. Not to mention that if I could get into UA without being seen, then this couldn't be that bad. The next morning, I woke up in the same room as Shiggy. We both went to sleep together in the same room. While I got to bed, he was laying down on the floor. Well, at some point I got up and laid beside him. It was not fair for me to take the bed while he was on the ground, so I decided to sleep next to him with Lucifer in between us. We were currently by the bar, and Kirojiri got us something to eat. Kirojiri, how was your sleep? Me good. Shiggy, why were you beside me? Lucifer, me. I told you yesterday that it was not fair for me to take the bed. Shiggy, but you were injured. Me, don't come with that. I was already healed up. Shiggy, but Lucifer, me. Don't worry already. I am fine. Not wanting to discuss this even further, I started eating my plate. And even if it was something simple, it was still delicious. Me, thanks for the food. Kirojiri, don't mention it. After the food, we kinda all sat there without saying a single word. I was sure that you could even hear a needle fall to the ground. It was way too quiet for me. Me, so what now? Shiggy, what do you mean? Me, I mean, what do you intend to do now? Shiggy, I am no longer in single mode. What comes from here on out all depends on you, Titan. Lucifer, me, yes. Lucifer, me easy there? I began smiling from ear to ear. Shiggy, you have a gameplay, don't you? Me, yes. Shiggy, then let's hear it. And with that, I began talking about my plans to get the hero commission down. Me, how fast can you get ready? Shiggy, Kirojiri, check how many Nomus we have ready. Kirojiri, yes. With that, he vanished and came back 3 minutes later. Kirojiri, we have 13 at the moment. Shiggy, would that be enough? Me, totally. Shiggy, so tonight? Me, why not now? Lucifer, me, I know that it's broad daylight. Kirojiri, they will see you and us. The heroes will be there and stop us before we could even step a single foot into the building. Me, you forget that I am Siren. Lucifer, me, of course my original quirk can help us get undetected in and out. Shiggy, all right, leave the rest to us. And with that, we all prepared ourselves for the mission. Lucifer teleported to my room in UA's ground and got me a brand new set of Vigilante cloths, and we both head out. Me, well, see you at the building. Shiggy, see you. I went out of the bar in the middle of the day and quickly got to the rooftop and began running and jumping from one roof to the other. Needless to say that one particular red bird saw me and flew to my side. Hawks, I see you. Not a minute later, I was swiped from the ground and into the arms from Hawks. Me, Nugget? Hawks, why are you out here? Why are you even in your Vigilante costume? People will see you. Me, let them see me. It's not like the people are on my side. No citizen will call the police because they saw me. Hawks, true, but you got shot. Me, and I am healed now. I really would like to chat more, but I need to go. Hawks, where? Me, come with me and have a look for yourself. Lucifer, me, not sure either. Hawks, okay. Where to? I will give you a flight. Me, thanks. The Hero Commission headquarters. I was consider myself lucky that he was only hovering above ground because the moment I mentioned them, he dropped me and Lucifer teleported me safe to the next rooftop. What the hell, Nuggets? Why so surprised? Me, thanks, Lucifer. Lucifer then teleported away from me, and in the next moment I saw Hawks being teleported right in front of me to the rooftop, and Lucifer somehow managed to get him on the ground laying face first down. It looked like he just caught a bird and was sitting on his back. Nevertheless, Hawks was still in a daze. Me, hello Earth to Hawks, you there? Lucifer, me, no. Lucifer, me. I said no. Lucifer, me, no bots. I then went to his side, picked Lucifer up, and then went in front of Hawks. He looked broken and lost in his own memories. That's when I decided better to not bring him with me, even though I thought it would be good for him to see their downfall, and perhaps he would even join in if he knew that no one could see what happened in there. However, in the condition he was currently in, that was hardly possible. Me, Lucifer, Get him back to his house, and don't let him get out. Please take care of him, and know he is not a bird you can toy with, and he is no prey either. Lucifer, mew. Me thanks. With that, Lucifer jumped at my hand, and both vanished. Me. At least I know you will be safe. Just wait a little bit longer, and you will be free. With that, I went back on running and jumping until I arrived to my destination. I was on the rooftop of the opposite building, and there I met Kurigi already waiting for me. Kirojiri, everything is ready. Me. I will make sure that no one will see us. Kirojiri, we will be your sword every time you need us. With that, he left my side, and I went to the edge of the building and began singing. https://youtube.be/jbinapu for QHK. I don't know why, but I can't get the text to be in the middle of the page without everything to be placed in the middle. Sorry for that, but there is nothing I can do about it. Legends will be told. I know they will, but they're all growing old. It's time to fill up the history books. Battles have been won and dragons slayed. But we need some heroes of today. Oh, it could be us. I watched Kirojiri teleport Shiggy and all 13 Nomus right in front of the headquarters, and they went in while I was manipulating every single person that was not involved with the Hero Commission to stay away from the building. I couldn't afford any causalities. After all, I was not Endeavor, and thinking about it, something needed to be done against him too. But for now, one at a time is fine. Today it is the Hero Commission, and tomorrow the number 1 and 2 biggest idiots of the world. The LOV entered the building, and in the next moment, I could hear the screams and everything. I could tell that a fight was going on, and that was my cue. I jumped off the rooftop, and thanks to all of creation, better to say one for all, I didn't feel the impact very much as I felt myself float to the ground. I entered the house as if I owned it and went straight to the kids' training grounds. I didn't care what the LOV would do to the rest of the people. None of them were innocent and thus deserved to be punished, even if that meant to be transformed into a Nomu or something even worse. For all I cared, they could even jump out of the window and die, or commit suicide in front of me. And I got this feeling in my soul, we'll turn this silver into gold. All I'm just trying to say, we're never giving in. We're always gonna win. We got the heroes. We'll make it either way. Now, let me hear you say, we got the heroes. Of today day. Heroes. Of today day. Heroes. I finally found the kids, and they all looked ready to attack me until one of them recognized me. Siren? That's Siren. Is he here for US? I nodded and offered a hand to one of the smallest children. They all listened to my voice, and I could tell that they enjoyed it. Now with the kids in my care, all I had to do was get out of the building without them seeing the massacre that I could hear. If it's heads or tails, we'll only lose. Make our own luck now and see it through. Be the champions. We can make mistakes. It doesn't matter, because we got what it takes to climb the ladder, all the way back up. It was not easy, but I found a safe route for them and went with them out of the building. I could still hear the other going on inside. The job was far from over. I could hear some of the people begging them to spare their lives and even offered them a large amount of money. It made me sick even thinking about it. Are we free now? A nod from me. The eldest kid then came to me and bowed in front of me. The others soon followed his example and bowed their heads too. We will be forever in your department. All I could do for now was go this side and place a hand on his shoulder. He looked up to me, and I could tell that he was tearing up but didn't want to show it. Don't worry, no one of us will ever forget what you did, and we won't tell anyone what happened here. Right? Every kid, yeah. With that, I left them out there and went inside to punish the Hero Commission main people, the puppeteers, personally. It didn't take long for me to find Shiggy and the Noma cornering them, and it even looked like they were waiting for me. Shiggy, I thought you would like to finish them off yourself, Titan. I nodded back and switched the ability to my voice. I wanted them to experience the same pain and live in their own nightmare, and so I let them experience their biggest fears. Not only that I was using my own voice quirk, I also felt all of creation activating and responding to my desires. In the next moment, I saw their own quirk acting up on them and going wild. However, I knew it better. The quirk was not going wild, no, it was fighting its owner. Every member of the Hero Commission was experiencing the same pain and dropped to the ground screaming. Our mission was over. My quirk all of creation told me that their quirk was going to finish them off in the worst way, and if they were lucky to survive, then they would be quirkless and probably out of their mind thanks to my own voice quirk. And I got this feeling in my soul, we'll turn this silver into gold. All I'm just trying to say, we're never giving in, we're always gonna win. We got the heroes. We'll make it either way. Now, let me hear you say, we got the heroes. Of today day, heroes. Of today day, heroes. I motioned Shiggy that it was time to go, not wanting to leave any witnesses behind. I stood still and began listening to my surrounding. I didn't know why, but my hearing was a lot more sensitive than before, and not only that, but I could actually control the sensitivity. Closing my eyes, I focused on my breathing and tried to listen to any one heartbeat. To my surprise, I found some. There were still some members left, and from what I could tell, they were hiding in the escape room in this room. I went to the door that was pretty well hidden and punched it. That was all it took to break it open. They looked like important people, and so I let them experience the same fate like the others. After that, I was sure that there was no one left. When the world is crumbling and cracks beneath your feet, don't let it turn to suffering. Get up and walk the street. When the world is crumbling and cracks beneath your feet, you gotta get up and say, we're never giving in, we're always gonna win. We got the heroes. We'll make it either way. Now, let me hear you say, we got the heroes. Of today day, heroes. Of today day, heroes, heroes. Of today. Since there was no one left to defeat, our mission was over. Me, Kirojiri, can you get me into the security room? I want to delete the footage so that we leave no trace. Kirojiri, sure. With that, he teleported me there, and it only took me about 2 minutes to hack in and delete all footages of us before we left. Free chicken. Hawk's POV. I couldn't believe what he just said to me. My Feathers was actually planning to get rid of the hero commission. Like how? Don't get me wrong. I totally would love that since they forced a bunch of things on me, and I never had a choice in my life. But my Feathers was the one doing this. I didn't like the idea of him doing something like this. Not only was I so in shock since I heard that, but I also let my beloved Feathers go, and in the next instance, I was on the ground. Before I knew it, I was in my house, and a cat was sitting on top of me. What the heck just happened? I used my Feathers to get the cat off me, but he was teleporting back on top of me. Me? Are you fucking kidding me? Get off me, Lucifer. MEW, me off, Lucifer. MEW, me off. I said fucking off, Lucifer. MEW, I released all my feathers and used them to trap the cat, but there was no chance that I would catch a cat that can teleport and thinks I am a delicious chicken. It took me an hours or two until I gave up and laid down on the floor. Me, I give up. You happy? Lucifer Mew. Me, ARG. How is Izuku getting along with a devil such as you? Lucifer hisses. Me. Oh great, did I anger a fucking demon? Lucifer me. Oh ha so the. I have a feeling that he will attack me if I say any more. It's not even like I knew what he was saying, but I got a feeling that it was nothing good and that I didn't want to know what he was saying in the first place. Me. Speaking of which, where is Feathers? Lucifer Mew. Me. I have no clue what you just said. Lucifer. MEW. Me. Still can't understand you. Izuku. I see you guys are coming along just great. Not a moment later, I felt the cat's weight lifting and saw him sprinting towards Izuku. My Feathers was leaned against the door frame and looking at us still in his vigilante costume. I wanted to run at him, but all I could manage was stand up before my Feathers jump tackle me down again. Me. Izuku. You are free now. Me free? Izuku. Yeah. Free Kigo. The hero commission is gone. Me. Feathers. Izuku. Why are you so surprised? Me, did you? Izuku. Kill them? Nah. All I did was save the kids that they were training, and the LOV did the rest. Me? AHM. Izuku. Overwhelmed? Me much. Izuku. Then let's just relax. Me, do you mean it? Izuku, yep. Me, freedom. Izuku. Yeah, you were free. Me. FRE. I took Izuku and slowly stood up with him in my hands. With my green bean in the hand, I flew out of the window. I was happy and I was free. No more hero commission. The words that he said so many times finally sunk into my brain, and I realized their meaning. I was exiting and I was at a loss. I didn't know what to do, but one thing was sure. I am finally free. The moment I was out of the window with Izuku in my hand, I could hear him sing. I could tell that he wanted to relax me. I was way to exit it apparently, and I loved his voice, so this made me even more happier, and in return I hold even closer. I felt Izuku snuggle up against my chest. https://youtube.be/jl bnha to b5i. Threw the hammer down, nailed to the wire, known by the sin of our fathers. I flew up and above the ground, twirling and dancing in the sky to his song. I was sure that he knew what I was about to do, since I remember the last time I did this, he was so happy. Let it all come out and burn like a fire. For the first time in my life, I felt free. This was all thanks to him, and I wanted to make him happy too. Shout a little bit louder. Really free. All this was thanks to my precious feather right here. I had so many things thanks to him, cause the night still has 1,000 nights. And when the truth is brought to light, you and I will be free. Yeah, we'll be free. I flew with him to the sea, close to the water. He was still clinging around my neck, and I was still holding him bridal style. I dipped the end of my feather into the water, and then quickly began to rise in a twirling motion. One look at him, I could tell how much he enjoyed it. He was smiling while singing, and his eyes had sparkles in it. Free. I knew from last time that he liked it, and this is why I did the same thing once again. Thanks to the motion I did, I was covering us with a light shower, and the light was reflecting though every single drop I created. Break through every door, and the stakes get higher. Hard evidence is power. Once I was up, I looked at his smiling face. The moment our eyes meet, he buried his face on the crook of my neck, hiding me. Thank you. I will forever treasure you. I am officially yours and yours alone. You saved me more than once. My life belongs to you. He looked up at me again. His face was completely red, and I gave him a quick kiss on his forehead. Turn the noose of war. Trade proof for the liar. We'll shout a little bit louder. Here we go again. I flew up and threw him in the sky above me. I heard him stop singing for a moment and scream on top his lungs, and then resuming singing again. Izuku, FRE. The moment he began to fall, I began letting myself drop closely and parallel to him. Our faces were close to each other, and I would have loved nothing more as to kiss him. However, I also didn't want to interrupt him. He looked happy and signed I love you to me. Me, I love you too, Feathers. I loved his voice, his everything. For me, he was perfect, because secrets tell a million lies, but the truth is always brought to light. So you and I will be free. The moment we were close on hitting the water surface, I twirled around him and began holding him around his chest. Yeah, we'll be free. Secrets tell a million lies to build the walls they hide behind, but the truth is always brought to light. I pulled up, and we were flying parallel to the water's surface. I could feel the happiness radiating from him, and I saw how he touched the surface with both of his hands. I was also splitting the water in two at the end of my wings. We were flying fast. Secrets tell a million lies, but the night still has 1,000 nights. And when the truth is brought to light, you and I will be free. With a quick flap of my wings, we rose again, and I once again began carrying him bridal style to our home back. Free. We'll be free, yeah. We'll be free. The moment I arrived at home, I brought him to my room and put him down on the bed slowly. He came close to me and gave me a quick kiss before slipping past me and out of the bed. Izuku, I think you grasp the idea now. Now where do you think are you going? Nope, not letting you go today. Not letting him go any further, I dispatched some of my feathers to hold him in place. They once again only came to him and acted like loyal, spoiled dogs that wanted to be patted, and that is exactly what he did. Not only that, but my largest feathers scooped him up and brought him back to me, while all my smaller feathers were acting all touch deprived. This was worse than last time. My feathers were all connected to me, and I could feel his careful touch. My feelings for him were strong, and I wanted to hug him and feel his warmth in my hands more. We spent the rest of the day snuggling together in the bed and enjoy each other's presence. Sport festival. After that, let's call it an incident. I was back in UA and together with my family. Of course, I got screamed by Izuku for how stupid I was, and then I was too scared to face my granny. So I hid for a week, but that was obviously the wrong choice. The moment she found me, she dragged me into the infirmary and locked me inside of it with her together. She then whacked me with her cane, and at some point even called Izuku to come and help her strap me to the bed. This was how I spent one whole week resting forcefully on the bed, since I had no other choice. Then there was Nezu. The moment I came back, he immediately knew that I was behind the downfall of the Hero Commission. What was even weirder was that he accepted it and even congratulated me. Never thought that he would do that. But hey, as long as he didn't hack anything bad out or lock me into a room, everything is fine. Not only that, but I also heard that they were trying to find me the 3 days I vanished, and they were all worried sick of me after what Snipe did. To be fair, the man didn't knew I would do it, but Nezu still punished him for reckless shooting around. Since there was no hero society, Nexa took the liberty and created his own hero commission. I didn't know what he was thinking, but apparently the world needs a hero commission. And since I basically destroyed the last, he told me I would be the one ruling this one with him and Dadzu on my side. Anyway, I heard enough to know that whatever I did was only the top of the iceberg. The days that followed by passed in an instant since I now had to make sure that the new hero commission with me on top of the food chain was working properly, and after that I left everything up to Nezu. That was basically how I spend most of the time, besides obviously leading the LOV from the shadows and having to deal with my two beloved persons. I made sure to spend some quality time with both my Nugget and my Fluffball. I was so happy that no one was actually bringing up what I did in the USJ incident, and especially not what I did to the Grim Cartel. One is for sure, my short villain life as Syrian was over. Rest in peace until I need to revive you, my dear friend. Now 3 weeks after the USJ, I was back in the classroom. Today was the day Dadzu announced that we would be needed to attend and participate in the sports festival. To be quite honest, I didn't want to participate in it. However, Dadzu didn't give much of a choice, and so I was also forced to participate. Oh, how I would have loved to use my quirk to cheat my way out of the situation. Thanks to this, I spend my days until the sports festival training with Hawks and Toshi. To be quite frank, both of them had no chances against me. It was quite fun seeing them try to take me down and land a hit on me. Too bad they were all too slow. Days passed by really quick, and so today was the day of the sports festival. My goal was to get Shinso in the top 3. The rules of this stupid sports festival never said that we were not allowed to help each other to begin with. As I was aligning with the other students and waiting for the go signal, I was thinking about if I could get the number 1 and number 2 to participate in this game as well. First thing we had to do was some running around and trying to get to either destroy robots or evade some traps or get over something to the finish line. All I had to do was actually use all of creation. I focused on one for all, took Toshi in my hands, and carried him bridal style to the goal while running at some high speed. First exercise check. Hitoshi, you know you didn't need to do that. Me? I did. Hitoshi, say where's Lucifer? Me? With Hawks. Hitoshi. So, I hit the jackpot and got my time with you. Alrighty, I'm not going to complain here anymore. But AHM, can you put me down? This is getting embarrassing. Me nope. You are my Fluffball. With that, I carried him to our break room where we were told to wait until the next exercise is ready for us. Once we were in the room, I could hear the others talking, and some of them even came to us, and we began talking all together. After the USJ incident, everyone got closer to each other. It was like we were one big happy family, and the caterpillar, also known as Dadzu, was our dad. But Kugo, why does it fucking not surprise me that you just took him and ran past everyone? Me. Cause you know me and I know you, and with that I know that you wanted to be the first, and I just happened to find it fun to ruin your dreams. Urarka. Oh my gosh, Izuku. That was so dark. Dark Shadow. Revelry in the dark. I like him. Me. Sure you do. Who doesn't? Hitoshi. They don't know yet. At least not everyone. Me. Then let me drop the bomb. But Kugo. That is my fucking job. Me? Of course it is. Well anyways guys. I am Siren. But Kugo. You are the biggest idiot sometimes. Hitoshi. I agree. Miha? Why? Ida. I don't think this is the time for joking. Me. I was not joking. Pikachu. Sure man. Bakugo. He is dead serious. Kirishima. Baku bro for real? Hitoshi. Yeah. You can even ask my dad or Nezu or Hawks. After he said that we could hear signal for us to come out and do the next exercise. Well, time to go. I stood up and left the room with everyone still confused or stunned or shocked by the fact, and I loved Todoroki's face because the shook was pretty visible in his face. The moment we were in the arena, I quickly gathered everyone together. Me. Let us help each other and show them what Class 1A is made of. Class 1A. Yeah, me louder. Class 1A. YHHHH. Me. Then let's do this. Let's own the stage. Here we go. For this exercise, I paired up with Shinso, Tokoyami, and Mei. Thanks to my talk and our silent agreement between my class, no one of us went for another group of our class. Instead, we began hunting the other groups down. It was a team challenge, and we all got our headbands with the points. Thanks to me going first through the end line in the last exercise, I had the most points, and everyone was after me. Not today. I had full Class 1A as defense, and so we as a class went on a hunt and began gathering the other class's headbands. In the end, Class 1A destroyed every other group. No one could go against a whole class teaming up against each and every small team when they even went against each other. This was a plus for us, and the whole exercise went by very fast, and we were once again in our waiting room all but one. Me. Hey Toshi, I will be right back, okay? Hitoshi, sure. We were a class, and I had a bad feeling this was the only reason why I would even go look for. Probably my vigilante sense telling me that my friend is in danger. Well, anyways, I felt restless knowing one of my friends was not here while the others were partying around because our second win. I was walking around until I found him, but he was not alone. I saw his father there too. The moment I saw them together and hear Shoto's voice, I knew that he was scared. Me? Shut up, trash can. Using my quirk, I let him shut his mouth. He didn't like that, but before he could even react, I run at him and tackled him to the ground, and then I began chalking him. Me? Shoto, go back to our waiting room. I was not in the mood of arguing, and so I used my quirk on him too. The moment he was away, I let the trash go. Me? Do not come close to him. Letting my quirk's effect down, I allowed the her to talk again. Endeavor. Who the fuck do you think you are? Me? Who me? How abhor your personal karma. With that, I left him and began leaving the hallway until my quirk warned me from what the trash can was doing. Not even turning around, I shout out at him. Me? Quirk disable forever. Say goodbye to your fire quirk. I felt a little heat, but it immediately vanished. Endeavor. What the? He then began charging at me. I could tell by the shadow that I saw approaching me. You fucking kidding me? You should know better than to attack someone quirkless. It was no problem avoiding his attack, and on top of that I tripped him so that he fell down. I then went to his side and touched him. My goal was to take his quirk. He didn't deserve it, and to be honest, all he ever did with it was doing more collateral damage than anything. Once I took it away, I went in front of his face and opened my hand. Flames were now covering it. Me, you know, for once you did something great. Well, anyways, your hero career is over. Me. From now on, you will not be a hero, and you will be a great father. And with that, I left the once number 2 hero in shock and went back to the others from my class. Number 2 down. Once I went inside the waiting room, Shoto came to me. Shoto, are you? Me. Don't worry. He can't do anything to you anymore. He gave up on being a hero, and he told me to tell you that he will change for the better. Shoto, I doubt that. It was nearly time for the third and last exercise of the game, if not for Mike coming into the room and getting me to follow him to the teacher's observation room. Me. HM, did I do something wrong? Meek. Dip-ins. Once we arrived, I saw my dad's, Hawks, Granny, and Endeavor there. Dadzawa. Okay, what did you do? Me. I don't know what you mean. Playing dumb, one of the greatest strategy there is. Nezu. Now, do you want to tell us why he is acting so strange? Me. Strange? I looked to the side to Endeavor. How is he behaving strange? Endeavor. You are in the same class as my son, right? Are you a close friend? Me, what's wrong with him? Aizawa. I don't know. How about you stop playing dumb for once? Oh shit, he is mad. Me. Okay, he was cornering Shoto, and I taught him a lesson. Nezu. A good lesson as far as I can tell. Mike, what did you do? Me. Let's just say, he can't bite nor bark anymore. Aizawa. Izuku. Mia. Nezu. Do I really need to look at the security camera? Me. Shit, I totally forgot about them. Nezu. Now talk, child. I will not be angry at you, nor will anyone else. Me. HM, I'm pretty sure Dadzawa is angry right now. Mike. Sho here is not angry. Because of what you did, he is angry that you didn't tell him. Me. That doesn't make any sense. Aizawa. It really doesn't. Now speak. Me, fine. I use my quirk on him. Nezu. I would love to hear how that works. Me. Don't you have a show to run right now? Mike. Don't worry about that. Midnight and Hawks are doing it together, and you were excused from the last exercise. Me. Oh man, and I wanted to fight All Might or that Endeavor over here. Aizawa, kid. You know that this is an exercise only for UA students. Me. And Mike. All Might and Endeavor wouldn't even be in the game. Me? I don't see the problem. Aizawa. Kid, you were supposed to fight each other and not a hero. Me? I am sure Nezu could have arranged that. Right, Dadzu? Nezu. Dads, did he call me that again? Me, right? Nezu. Yes, of course. Mike. I think the almighty rat god is not the supreme ruler of UA anymore. Aizawa? Agree. Nezu, what are you talking about? My son is of course in the same category as me. Mike, more like Supreme Ruler of UA. Me, Supreme Ruler. I like that. Aizawa, so why do I have such a husband? Me, ha. What did I do wrong? Nezu, going back to the main topic here. Please tell us what you did. Me, I used my voice to brainwash him and kinda also took his quirk. Aizawa, you took his quirk? Mia, I then opened my palm and demonstrated him that I could indeed make fire now. Mike, holy shit, how? Me, well, I got one for all. Nezu, that was expected after I heard that you bid All Might. Me, and then I got all for one. Aizawa, kid, this shouldn't be possible. Do I even want to hear the story? Me, you want another heart attack like before USJ? Aizawa, no thanks. Me, then no you don't. Nezu, but I do. It's very intriguing. Me, okay, so the LOV leader is someone I saved and that admires Siren, and Snipe wanted to shoot that person, but thanks to me I got shot instead. Mike, we know that and never do that again. Me, I am fine. Remember I have a healing quirk, well kinda. Nezu, go on. Me, well apparently I saved him once and sent him to All for One, and since he saved me, he brought me to the same hospital? I mean, All for One was there, and they did their best to heal me, and then there was this matter of One for All wanting to be reunited with All for One. So he gave me his quirk, and now I have the complete quirk which is names all of creation. Nezu, I see. Mike, does that make any sense? Aizawa, that is too much power for your own good. Me, right? I said that to him too, but all the LOV members said to me was that it's good. Nezu, well, you don't need to say anything anymore. I understand the situation now. Me, okay, thanks for that, or he would have for sure found out what I did to the Hero Commission. Nezu, Aizawa, please go with Izuku and bring him back to my house. Aizawa, why me? Nezu, do you want me to send Mike instead? Aizawa, nope, I will go. With that, I was escorted back home, and I was now stuck with Aizawa at home waiting for the sports festival to end. I was really wondering if I should have let the LOV take care of Endeavor instead. Well, now it's too late anyways. Date, I swear to God. Dadzawa won't let me be alone at all anymore. It's not like I can defend myself. I mean, I'm literally the most op person there is out there. My quirk can handle every single goddamn situation. Like, come on. I saved us from the Grim Cartel with our voice quirk. Even managed to kill some Nomus with it. On top of that, I have all of creation now. There is nothing that can happen to me. The only thing that might get me down is if some godly creatures decides that I have to die and kills me, but otherwise, nope. I'm gonna live, bitches. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a good story, right? I mean, my life story is kinda good. I wonder if I can get my own movie like All Might. It was the morning of the next day after the sports festival. I heard from Hitoshi that he managed to get first, and Bakugo was only second with Todoroki as third. Congrats to them. I knew that Toshi could get number one. After all our special training, I would be disappointed if he didn't come into the top 3. I am so happy to hear that. Since Dadzawa was sticking to me as if I would vanish any second, he, Papa Mike, and Toshi were spending the night over, and we boys were in my room talking till midnight. It was so much fun hearing that Bakugo needed to be restrained, and what was even more fun is that I knew exactly that Nezu needed to pay for every forbidden word he uses that was not allowed in television. From what I could hear yesterday, he was complaining to Dadzawa about his language and that he spent way too much on only that. It's not like Nezu just blackmailed them instead of paying them in the first place. Well, anyways, today was a day off. The teachers, meaning Nezu, was so kind as to give his teachers a day off after Mike begged him to do that and proposed that we should go to an amusement park together. Nezu was so into that thought that he immediately agreed. Now here we are in front of the amusement park, and I had no intention on spending the day with my dads and my boyfriend. I was sure to make this a date. Nezu. Okay, now, Aiza, make sure to not cause any trouble. Me who me? No, I would never do that. Dadzawa. Me hey. It's not my fault, you know. I never asked for it. It always comes to me on its own. Dadzawa. You sure about that? He even raised an eyebrow at me. Me. Gasp, I am offended. I could hear Toshi beside me laughing at our little conversation. Dadzawa. How about I help you with your memory then? Me, no thanks. I knew exactly what he was talking about. He meant the USJ incident where I planned everything and knew what was about to happen, and in the end I got surprised since nothing went according to plan. Who needs plans anyways? Mike, let's stop here and go inside and have some fun. Me, good idea. Just like that, I grabbed Toshi by his hand and began running into the crowd, completely ignoring Mick's shouting. This was now a date, not a family gathering anymore. Toshi. Wait, Aiza, where are we going? What about the others? I slowed down and went to the next sidewalk that was leading into a small area without anything, since I wanted to tell him what I was about to do. Once we were away from the crowd, I cornered him and then kissed him. This took him by surprise. I saw his eyes widen before he closed them and enjoyed our kiss. It was a short kiss, but it was one full of passion, and after our lips parted, I could see him blushing. He was completely red. Hitoshi, don't look at me like that. Me. But your reaction is so cute. Hitoshi, what are you even doing? Me. Isn't it obvious? Hitoshi. No. Me. DAT. I wanted to go on a date with you, but our fathers were so keen on making this a family trip, so I needed to get rid of them. Hitoshi. Oh, I didn't thought it was possible for him to blush even more. Me. My cute fluff ball. Hitoshi. So what are we gonna do now? Me. How about enjoy our time here? Hitoshi. Then let's go. And with that, he dragged me to some roller coaster and a couple of haunted houses and a mirror maze. All this time I could tell that he had so much fun, and after we did all that, we began walking down a street that was packed with some shooting games and other games where you could win prizes. We both had some cotton candy in our hands and walked down laughing and talking about everything. It was fun, and I enjoyed our time together. It only took 5 minutes of walking until I saw his eyes fixated on a green and violet cat plushie. Me. You want to have the cats? Toshi. Yeah. No. Isa, there is no need for you to go and get them for me. Me, but I want to. With that, I began leading us to the shooting game. The idea of the game was very easy. There was a red star on a paper, and all you had to do was shot the star out. Easy in theory, if not for the game to be rigged. I knew that not every bullet that was coming out of the gun had the same amount of pressure, and with that, it was only matter of luck. Nevertheless, I got their paid demand for a round and began shooting the star down. Since they were cheating, I would too. All of creation allowed me analyze and assess the situation, and so I knew about the flaws of the game, but then there was another quirk stored in All for One that allowed me to control the air pressure. I was sure it was meant for a Nomu, since it was a dangerous quirk after all. I could easily change the air pressure around me and kill people, or even create an atmosphere equal to that in space. Not a good thing. Once the game started, I shot every single bullet of the paper, and every single one of my shots hit its target. With it, it was easy to win the green cat from this game. The moment I finished the game, the shopkeeper went to our side. Shopkeeper, be honest with me, young man. You cheated with your quirk. Me, no. My quirk doesn't help me here at all. Shopkeeper, I don't believe that. Hitoshi, but it's true. Shopkeeper, why should I believe your comrade if you both are clearly working together? Me. Then let me show you what my quirk does. Since I had the fire quirk from Endeavor, and it looked like it was the safest quirk to display, I opened my palm and showed him a flame. Shopkeeper, my apologies. I acted to rash. You have some serious skill there, kid, and your luck is top-notch. Me thanks. Shopkeeper, you have such a good friend there. Treasure him well. Hitoshi, I will. Shopkeeper, the green cat, right? Me, yep. He gave us the cat, and we bid our farewell and went to the next game to get the violet cat. Again, it was not hard to get it, but I was accused to have cheated on it, which I did, but the game was nearly impossible to begin with. The game was to get some balls into flowers that were moving around, and I had 10 attempts to hit one flower with a specific color since I wanted the violet cat. The first 5 attempts, I tried it out myself without my quirks. After that, I used my analyze skill and watched the other. It was then that I realized how they were cheating. Once I knew the trick, it was not hard to get the ball into the flowers without any quirk. Now with Hitoshi on one side and a violet cat on the other side, we were walking down to the exit since we got a message from Mike that we should meet up with him. All in all, this day was one of the best days I had with Toshi. He was also so happy and cuddling the green cat with one hand while holding my hand with the other. If he was so happy, then our little date was a success. New LOV members. After probably one of the best days in my life, we got home and ordered some pizza to eat. My whole family, including Hawks, were with us. Today I spent some quality time with my fluff ball, and now I had dinner with all my dads and my 2 boyfriends who kind of are getting along. Let's face it, they are only tolerating each other, and since they know that I can't live without both of them, they accepted each other. It was already dark, and I had a feeling that since I last time vanished in front of them, just like that in the middle of the night, and was gone for 3 years, that they were especially cautious about what I was saying. Not only that, but the moment we de-iced to go to bed, I had both of them on each side of mine, and Hawks also basically forced me to have his feather with me at all time. He even made a necklace for me. It was such a beautiful necklace too. Hitoshi, on the other hand, didn't let me go to sleep unless we were holding hands. I couldn't blame them at all, and so we went to sleep. At exactly 1 a.m., I woke up again. Both of my boyfriends were still fast asleep, and I had a feeling that I couldn't sleep any longer. So I decided to slowly get out of the bed without waking them up. Since I was Siren, I couldn't pass this opportunity to leave for a stroll and go patrolling in the middle of the night. On top of that, I would get my exercise and hopefully get tired after that. In order to not freak them out anymore, I decided to write a letter that I went out and would be back and put it visible on the table before changing and going out. I found an abandoned building that was perfect for a short break and to enjoy the night sky. It was not every day that the night would be so clear. I only wished I could show Hawks and Toshi this beautiful scenery. Once I landed on the roof, I was met with a sight that I didn't expect. Someone was already standing there, but the problem was that the girl was standing too close to the edge. She looked lost. Being the heroic soul I am, I shouted out to her, "Mie, don't do it. Whatever reason you have for this, just don't. I know life can be shit and all, but that is no reason for this." She was so close to the edge, and I didn't want to see anyone suffer. She looked a little bit older, and she looked homeless, but whatever her reasons were, they couldn't be that bad. I was standing on the roof, slowly approaching the girl in front of me. I have never seen her in my entire life, but one glance at her, I could tell that she was crying. "What happened to you that drove you to this point? Who did this to you? Abused? Bullied? Both? Oh, how I hate this society sometimes. Good that I, as Siren, already managed to shape it a little bit better. Me, listen, I'm not here to stop you at all. I just want to offer you someone to talk to. If after you got the things bothering you off of your soul and you still want to commit, then so be it, but at least let me be that very own person listen to you." I knew from past experience that after they talked with me, they all decided that it was not worth it. Not only that, but I also didn't have the right to stop them. If life pains them so much, then who would I be forcing them to live further? A hero wouldn't do that, and all I can offer them was a painless death, or let them be. You wouldn't understand it all. Me, I understand a lot. Try me. Everyone hates me. Me. If it is because of your quirk, then be lucky that you have at least one. Even if your parents hate it, there's still people that loves you out there. There are people that accepts you the way you are. But what if they threw me out like they did? Me, look, I know the society isn't pretty, and if your parents or whoever person that is that hates you doesn't want you, then they don't deserve you. I'm sure there are people somewhere out there just like you. In fact, I knew a couple of them. There are always people out there like you, and there are a lot of them. You are never alone. Really? Me, yes. You want to come with me? I know a place where you can stay and people that will accept you as a family. Want to be friends? Me, sure. Really? Me, yeah. You don't care how I look? Me. You mean your vampire fangs? I think they are cute. Sharp and hale, really? Me. I wouldn't lie to you. Imtaga. Me. Izuku. But people know me as Siren. Toga. Thanks for listening, Zuzu. I am happy I found a friend. You are my first friend and my best friend from now on. Me. So shall we go? Toga, yes. With that, she went away from the edge, hugged me. I then took out my phone and called Kirojiri. I told him where I was, and he came with Shiggy. That's how I introduced her to the LOV, and that's how she got a new family. I knew for a fact that she would be happy there. Since the night was still young, I began jumping and running from one rooftop to another until I met yet another person on a rooftop. What is up with today? Did they collectively decided to commit? Is there some form of gathering that I don't know of? I once again went to the rooftop and shouted out. As Siren, I couldn't bear to see any people suffering, and so, being as the nice person I am, I would always try to save them. Since the society gave up on them, and they also look like they gave up on it, the dark and villainous side, aka LOV my shadow, would be a good place for them. I accepted everyone as there no matter what. The important part was that I didn't judge them and that I would certainly not pray into their past. There on the rooftop, I saw someone covered in blue flames on the edge of the building with his hands spread wide open and about to let himself fall down. Are you freaking serious right now? Again? What is this? Am I in the wrong movie or what? How many freaking people are there tonight trying to kill themselves? Me, sigh. Here we go again. Let's hope this person also doesn't want to kill himself after I give him another option. I went closer to the boy. His flames were beautiful, and yet they remembered me of something. Could it be me? Hey there. The moment I shouted out, he turned around, clearly angry. Who the fuck are you? Me. I know it's hard to believe, but I am not here to stop you at all. Then why are you here? Me. The night is just so beautiful, and this is a nice place. Which is true, since I originally only wanted to go for a walk and enjoy the night, while also patrolling this area. I still hoped that there would be no one around that I needed to fight with, and even so it wouldn't be a problem, but this was clearly not something I expected. If my guess was correct, then I knew exactly who this was in front of me. His blue flames and his eye color gave him away. He also looks like his brother Shoto. The person in front of me was no other than Tuya Todoroki. Me. Listen, I know you had it rough and all, but is this really the best way? I know it is not my place to speak at all, but would you mind telling me what happened? He looked at me, and I could see all his scars. For me, they looked like Quirk drawback, and it didn't bother me at all. I came closer to him and sat down on the ground. I didn't care who he was now, but he looked like he needed someone to talk to. Me so? My father is trash. Oh yeah, he is. Still regret not letting the LOV handle him. The moment he found a better successor, he just threw me away like I was some kind of toy. Yep, this is a Todoroki. If only Shoto knew that he was still alive. I mean, he was declared as dead after all. Me. But you clearly are not. As far as I can see, your flames are unique and beautiful. If he didn't see your potential, then it is his fault. They are not beautiful. Me, nonsense. They are. You're the only one that thinks that way. Me. I'm sure I am not. I don't fit with my family. Ran away, and now I am lost. Me. Look, even though your father is a trash, you are still you and not him. I'm sure you still have friends and things you want to accomplish. Don't let your past be in the way and stop you. I felt bad for him. Knowing what I did about Endeavor, he didn't have a good childhood. Realizing who this was, I just felt bad, and I had the feeling I needed to help him no matter what. Me. Listen, there is a group of people that would accept you for who you are. How can I trust you or any of your word? How will you even know that? Me. You don't and you can't. But I am Siren, and the group of people I am talking about is the LOV. All you have to do is just to trust in yourself. That is all that matters. For all you know, I could be a hero or a villain trying to get you to come with me for the better or the worst. I could even lie to you right now, and you would have no chance in knowing if I was or not. And for all you know, I could be a villain that could kill you right here and right now. Me. If that makes you feel better, then go ahead and do it. Wait, what? Me? You heard me right. Why don't you care what happens to you? Me. I am only pretty confident in my skill of surviving, that's all. You are really a strange one. Me? Maybe. There was a moment of silence between us. Me. So back to you. Do you still want to talk? Or am I bothering you? If I could just take my leaf and go. He looks like a person that if I push him too much, he would break. Dabi. Me, huh? Call me Dabi. If we already talking with each other, then it would be easier if we know each other's name. Me. Izuku, but as already mentioned, people know me as Siren. Nice to meet you, Dabi. Dabi. The #1 vigilante, huh? I didn't think that the #1 would be so young. Are you a hero in training too? Me. Yeah, I am first year hero course at UA, and I know Shoto a little bit. Dabi, you know? Me. It's honestly not that hard to figure out. Dabi. Then why? Me, I might not know the whole story, and only a little bit, but I don't need to. I'm not blind. I can see that Endeavor is a flaming trash can, a piece of shit. But I can tell you that he has changed for the better, and he doesn't have a quirk anymore. If you asked me, he didn't even deserve to be a hero, and should have been in Tartarus instead a long time ago. Dabi. PFF. Me what? Dabi. Never heard someone referring to him like that. Me. Am I that wrong though? Dabi. No. Me see. Dabi. How is he? Me. Shoto? Well, he for certain has daddy issues. He even refuses to use his fire side. I am so happy that he is quirkless right now. Like, do you even know how much collateral damage he does? It's worse than a villain attack, and he calls himself a hero. Dabi. You know your stuff. Me. Well, yeah. I'm the #1 vigilante after all, and I want to change the society from a hero perspective. But of course, as I said, I also have connection to the LOV, the villains, so you can say I am special. Dabi. I am sure you will be a great hero one day. Me. You don't know that. Dabi. Ido. I can see it. No one would have offered a random person to just be there for them and listen to them. Not only that, but you were also offering me a place too. Me, well, I would do it again without even spending 1 second thought about it. Dabi. That's the spirit of a true hero right there. Me. Well, anyways, want to leave this rooftop? Dabi. Probably a good idea. Me. Oh, great. You know the night is still young. You want to grab something to eat before we go? Dabi. I don't have any money on me. Me, my treat. Besides, you look like you haven't eaten in a long time. The moment I said that, his stomach began grumbling. Dabi. Sounds good to me. I could eat something. Me. Do you have a special wish or not? Dabi, nah. Me. Good, then it's Katsudan. come on. And just like that, we went to a shop where I knew that it was open 24/7 and grabbed something to eat. After that, I showed him the way to the LOV base and introduced him to everyone before I left and went back to my home. What a strange night. Another new ally. After that night, things quickly went back to normal, and I made Sue to visit the LOV from time to time. I still couldn't believe what happened. I would have never guessed, not even in my wildest dreams, that I would not only save one person, but two at the same time. Not only that, I also meet Tuya or Dabi, and I got two new members in the LOV. Now was the time I needed to explain everything to Nezu since he called me to his room. One thing was sure. If you wanted to have a good start, then bring a set of tea with you in your discussions. That was exactly what I did. Knocking on the door to the principal's office, I went inside with some good tea that I prepared in the teacher's office. Nezu, I see you brought some tea with you. Me, yep. Nothing about a good start, right? Nezu, indeed. Me, so you wanted to talk to me. Nezu, yes, you see I was curious what Izawa meant with the other day. So in other words, he knows about the LOV. Me, what did he say? And why are you asking me and not him? Nezu, if I remember correctly, he said he wanted to help your memories. Me, now I'm getting nervous here. What's up with this atmosphere? Nezu, you want to tell me something, son? Did he just call me son and not by my nickname? Oh shit, there is no way I can escape him now. Me, okay, what exactly do you want to know? Nezu, everything, of course. You are my child after all. Me, okay, where do I start? Nezu, how about the beginning? Me, so fine, but promise me to not abandon me. Nezu, Izu, you were Siren and the police is still searching for you. I haven't told them anything. On top of that, I am helping you with the new hero commission. I would never abandon you. No, Spiele? Me, fine. So you remember when I went missing for 3 years? Nezu, yes, and me. Well, I was on the hunt for the Grim Cartel, and it was also me who eliminated them. Nezu, suspected that much already. Me, so you were not mad? Nezu, I was bad that you just vanished for 3 years, but I can understand why. And so no, I am not anymore since you're already back. Me, that's good to know. Nezu, now go on. Me, okay, so I took the opportunity and created a villain alias named Syrian and entered the LOV undercover. It was also me who planned the USJ attack, and everything went south. Nothing went according to plan. Nezu, I see. Let me guess, the main goal was to eliminate All Might? Me, yep. Nezu, too bad you guys didn't manage that. I would have loved to help you out. Me, right? He is such an idiot too. Nezu, we can only speak of luck that nothing happened to the rest of students and to you. On top of that, you got a new quirk too. Me, yeah, well, that the students are not hurt was not luck, as more like preparation. I had Hitoshi and Bakugo train with them and prepare for such an event. I also knew how to split them up, and they were drilled for teamwork, so everything went well with that. Nezu, then what exactly did not go according to plan? Me, there was supposed to be only one giant monster attacking All Might and not Hawks, Izawa, and the others. Nezu, oh, I see. Me, well, since everything took a drastic turn, I took the opportunity and changed back into Siren's costume to help them out, and also revealed my true identity to the leader of the LOV, Tamura Shigaraki. Nezu, me, this was the moment I found out that I saved him once, and that it was me who sent him to All for One, and he created the LOV to change the society, but his approach is different than mine. Nezu, am I right to assume that that's why everything went how it went, and that is the reason why the LOV is your shadow?
Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you liked the story. Let me know your feedback in the comments, and tell me when I should release the next part. Until then, peace.